up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. So we've been pretty busy. We've been traveling a lot. We were recently in Moab. We were recently in Dover. We just got back from TRR. All the trips have been a blast. We love doing these Raptor events. We love meeting you guys, talking to you guys. So today we are in our 2021, and I'm not sure I ever vlogged the R&D process that we went through with Full Race with their big turbo kit, which we've done a lot of, by the way. I'll have to get to some of those results. But today I'm going to go to the dyno and I'm going to put it back on and see if we can make a little bit more power. The goal with this kit for me personally has always been 700 horsepower. And last time we were just shy of it, middle of summer, super hot, similar to now, how it is now. But we made, I think, 680 wheel horsepower, flat torque curve, of course. Truck's still driving. I'm in it right now, driving, having fun. But today I want to see if we can bump power up a little bit more. I'm not sure we're going to get there. I'm hoping we get there. Also, we are tuning these on COBB now. I think the last time we posted, we were HPTuners only. But since then, COBB has released their 23, 24, 25, and 26 Raptor support. So we are tuning these on COBB as well. Anyways, let me see if I've got any footage of us on the dyno testing this last year when Full Race was in development with us. I know there were some other players. Shout out to those guys too. But yeah, I'll throw up some B-roll here, see if we've got any photos of anything on the dyno. Alright guys, we've arrived at Full Race in Phoenix. You excited?
Yes.
Good. So I know it's been a long time coming, probably about 8-9 months now. We made some changes to this setup. It was on a super secret kit at the time, and so I think we can go ahead and tell you what it's all about. So we have the Full Race Formline Manifold Turbo Kit, or the Full Race Formline Turbo Kit. I actually don't know what they're going to call it for Gen 3, but it's the Garrett PowerMax turbos, Full Race's manifold kit with the EGR built into it, so it retains that function, as well as the K&N boost tubes, pretty much everything else we had before, minus the CRP turbo. So we got all the COBB hard parts, the 1050cc injectors. We're on E50 right now, so we finally have the bigger turbo. But yeah, so we've really had a good time with these kits. We've had a lot of fun. These kits have sold pretty well, which is awesome. Full Race really put together a nice kit. And one of the things I've noticed with the 24 and up vehicles is that the turbos are a lot smaller. And so with the turbos being a lot smaller, you see a lot more back pressure, so we aren't able to see as much power. And so this kit really just takes the cap off of that limit. There's no limitation to that anymore. You're really going to be limited by your transmission and your engine. So the kit's a great kit. Definitely get you into that upper 600s horsepower range, which is great. We're going to head over to Hammer Performance here in El Paso, and we're going to get on the dyno, and we're going to see if we can make some more power. With this Gen 3 now, we have a few of these trucks, and this one in particular was probably the most special truck to us because it was our first Gen 3. We got it during COVID. We flew all the way out to Tennessee. Actually, we flew all the way out to Florida. It was Florida. We drove it back through Tennessee, all the way to Alabama, the whole southern USA back home in this truck, and it's a blast. That was 4 years ago now, and so the truck has 27,000 miles on it. So it's seen only really hard miles. Really, only the hard miles that we put on it on the dyno. You're doing all of our development for Gen 3 has been on this truck. The big turbo kit now has been on this truck, and so yeah, it's been a blast so far. We've had no issues with it at all. We're just going to continue to push the platform forward like we always do, and to provide you guys with what we do in the community as customer service, etc. So yeah, let's get over to Hammer now, and let's get on their dyno, see how much power we can make. Well, I've been stuck in traffic for 2 hours, and people are getting antsy. I also think they got to go to the bathroom. So, fortunately enough for them, there's a porta potty there, and yeah. So I don't think I'm going to make it to the dyno today, but I tried. We'll probably end up going early next week if possible. If not, then following week, something like that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it to the dyno in the next 30 minutes. And it's kind of a bummer because I've been here for 2 hours. But we'll try again. All right, guys, so I just finished changing my oil before the dyno today. We're gonna try again. But I wanted to show you guys something with this truck. So as you guys know, this was the very first Gen 3 Formline Turbo kit from Full Race. So now that I got done changing the oil here, I want to show you guys what was all done. Zoom out a little bit. My diff is still leaking, I got to figure that out. But yeah, so this is the exhaust. Still a trombone. And this is what it looks like. So this is going to be very similar to what you guys' looks like, except it's going to be a little bit more finished and whatnot. Yeah, that's what it looks like, having been mocked up on this truck. We're going to go to the dyno today and hope for 700. We'll see. I've been trying to do that for a while. Just haven't had a chance to get to the dyno. I think we made 680 last time. We went to the dyno on Brent's truck a couple days ago. We made 693. So let's see if we can beat that. So we're gonna shut the truck off. We are going to check the oil one more time, make sure it's at the proper level. So this is where it sits, if you guys can see this. The hash marks, I don't know if it's, yeah, it's hard. Anyways, yeah, so you wanna make sure that you do fill the oil to the proper level after you finish. And at that point, you're ready to hit the dyno. Alrighty, so we're getting out of the shop here. Oh, it's Old Faithful. Haven't driven this thing in a while. I need to get that out on the trail. So we are going to lock up. And once we get locked up, we are heading to El Paso. So let's do that now and get on the road. Hi, Stretchy. Oh, man. What do you guys think? You guys think I should build like a little race track back here? I think it might be fun. Right now we're just parking the trailers here. There's a trailer back there by the truck. But I think it'd be like a little cool little track. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. I like going fast back here in the trucks anyways. It's just kind of dangerous. Alrighty, we are on the dyno. I am about to calibrate the gear ratio or gear speed so that we can get proper data here. Got to use two laptops today. I don't know why this one's not working, but anyways, we will get this moving. I'm going to turn the AC on. It's hot. Oh man, it's going to be 100 degrees today again. Now remember, we do our pulls in 5th gear, so we've got to get the RPMs up. So we'll drop the RPMs a bit and we'll do our first pull. Sweet, 653, 631. So we've increased torque quite a bit. And it gets up in RPM so fast. Identical trace, which is awesome. So now we are going to start making our changes. Cool, 665, 644. I'm going to run this one back. Sometimes if you tip in, you'll notice the truck will pull a little bit of timing. And if it carries through the dyno pull, you can lose power, or it won't apply full power, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another pull here and see if that affected anything. and it did. So 672, 648. So just so you guys know, if that ever happens, just run it right back. One of the things too I've noticed with these EcoBoosts is that they like to make more power on the second run for whatever reason. So keep that in mind as well. Whenever you guys are doing pulls on the dyno, I always recommend doing something along the lines of like the first pull, and the second pull, and then you can even do a third if you want. But usually they make more on the second pull, just so you know. Not good. So this one made a lot more power on the very top end, which is great. Let's see. 693, 667 torque. I like that. Feel good about this one, guys. I think we're gonna do it here. This might be the first ever Gen 3 Raptor to break 700. We did it. We did it, guys. 705, 675. Now this is very, 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 what I would consider aggressive. 675 foot-pounds of torque is a lot of torque, and I wouldn't normally do that. But it's my truck, and I get to drive it how I want to drive it, and I get to tune it how I want to tune it. And I have the ability to test the limits on my own stuff, so that's what I'm going to do. So, see if we can back it up. Perfect. I think we're done for the day. I'll go ahead and put the dyno chart on the screen here so you guys can see that these trace almost identical. Yeah, don't really know what else to say other than I'm pretty pumped about making over 700 wheel horsepower on a Gen 3. I want to say we were the first to do it. Actually, yeah, we were. We were the first to do it on a Gen 2 as well. And we're the first to do it here on the Gen 3 as well. Let's go take it on the street and see how it does. So we're driving back home in the 705 wheel horsepower Raptor 3.5 liter. As you guys know, some of you may not, but this was the first 500 wheel horsepower 3.5 Gen 3 Raptor. First to 500, first to 550, first to 600, first to 650, now first to 700. We bought this truck brand new in 2021, and we've just been modifying it, testing ever since. It's been a long time coming because it's been, what, 5 years now since the Gen 3 released, and so we're just happy to finally have another very, very high horsepower Gen 3. We've done hundreds of the Gen 2 Raptors that made between 600 and 700 horsepower, some of them over 700 horsepower. This is going to be our fourth truck, I think, that's done this. So, yeah, I mean, we've got so many customers that have made the similar power, and it's just going to keep getting better and better as the platform continues to grow and as we continue to lead the way and push things forward. So if you guys ever have any questions, just feel free to ask. I go through all the comments in the vlogs. I generally try to reply to everybody if I can, but yeah, I'm not going to bore you with any more sitting behind the camera just talking. I'm going to actually get out and drive this thing because I can, and we have desert everywhere. So yeah, if you guys have got questions, please feel free to ask. But thanks again for watching.
Winfield, what's up, dude? It's Brent. I just want to make a quick video to say thank you for everything. Obviously, the Raptor stock is amazing, but you've turned this thing into Jekyll and Hyde. On the one hand, I can load up the family, the dog, the bed. We can do a road trip to the Sierras, the Rockies, the desert, and I can be 100% confident that this thing is going to be safe and reliable. And on the other hand, when we get there, I can unleash hell on snow, dirt, sand, whatever, and just have a blast with this thing. Anyway, thank you. Like, there's nothing else on the market that checks this many boxes. and it's just a blast to drive. Without you, this thing would be a bunch of bolt-ons that don't play too nicely with each other. But anyway, thank you. I'm stoked on this thing. Thank you.
What's going on, y'all? Happy Father's Day. If you didn't know, Raptors are the best trucks on the planet. And if you want to make them even better, get them tuned by Goosetuned. I'm 60,000 miles in on his tunes. This is my third truck getting them tuned by him. Couldn't ask for anything better. So you want the power gains, you want the reliability. I daily this. It's the best in the business, man. Goosetuned all the way.